From Jennifer Lawrence to Kate Upton, it is what could be the largest breach of private, racy celebrity photos in history.
Do we even know who is this 4chan?
Today I'm going to tell you the story of a man and how his greed almost broke the internet. In the summer of 2013 existed a site similar to 4chan called AnonIB. Again, this was a site that lets you post pictures anonymously. And just like 4chan, there wasn't the most family-friendly photos.
Yes, look at this guy. You've got a wolf.
On AnonIB, a new board showed up one day called Stole, S-T-O-L. This was a whole board dedicated to just posting stolen photos, mostly of nude women, whether stolen from other people's phones or hacked images. But once in a blue moon, someone would post a stolen nude from a celebrity. These always drove the board wild, fan favorites, 10 out of 10. But the people who posted celebrity pics didn't post often. They existed in an underground hacking ring, a dark net of hackers, a private network where exchanges are made between trusted peers. You couldn't buy your way into this darknet group. You had to have the chops to bring your own stolen material, aka be able to hack celebrities' phones and steal their nudes, unreleased nudes that the group had never seen before. And once you proved yourself to the darknet, you had exclusive access to either trade or purchase celebrity nudes from other members. The economics of the group were simple. Photos were the most valuable commodity. The more famous the celebrity, the higher the demand for their photos. All for sport. The intention of the group was never to make these images public. Anything posted on the darknet stayed in the darknet, except for the occasional teaser, until one person broke rank. Most members of the darknet group are not financially motivated, except for one person. We'll call him Jimmy. Jimmy had a business idea. He thought that he could make a collection of a bunch of these pics, purchase them from other collectors, put them all together, and release them on 4chan. And then people would be so happy with what he'd done that they'd tip him in Bitcoin. This would break the trust of his darknet hackers, but the opportunity to make money was just too good to pass up. So Jimmy spent weeks building his collection, spending thousands of dollars to create the ultimate, limited edition, mega collection of ultra-nude celebrities. Word started getting out on AnonIB that someone had a major win, aka a collection of nudes. So Jimmy posted, stating that he had a collection of 120 celeb nudes. He would release them all if enough bitcoins were sent to his address. And when disbelievers called Jimmy out on it, he proved his collection by drip-feeding photos of the celebrities they asked for. People started donating, and Jimmy started releasing more photos. So the darknet collectors were seeing what Jimmy was doing, and they decided to cash in over on 4chan and release their own nudes, realizing last minute that they better grab this bag. They started posting what they had in their collections, and for even cheaper, thinking the value of their photo sets would soon approach zero. In parallel, all of the leaks were gathering pace. Then people started leaking the purchased nude pics for free. And that's when chaos ensued. Thousands of photos built from years of secrecy and collecting, being released within minutes. People were blown away by how many photos existed. Name a celebrity, they had a photo. Kate Upton, Jennifer Lawrence subreddits had new posts with their nude pics straight to the top, hitting the front page of Reddit. Then the human centipede of content kicked in, and before you knew it, they were all over Twitter, Facebook, Imgur, Instagram, 9gag. A lovely Redditor created a subreddit called Fappening, and he wanted to have a nicely organized location in alphabetical order for all of the nudes for your viewing pleasure. The Fappening. The media immediately got a little whiff of that breaking news, and the news outlets made one crucial mistake. They directed their anger towards Reddit, stating that the source of the leaks was on The Fappening, thus creating a wildfire. The Fappening had 100,000 subscribers in just 24 hours, breaking Reddit with 141 million page views in one day. That's what Ask Reddit gets in 1 month. It became the fastest growing subreddit in history. But the media backlash against Reddit was only growing stronger. Reddit admins started discussing how legal all this was. Emergency ethic meetings were held internally, because at the time on Reddit, it was a bastion for free speech, and they didn't want to become the moral police. Nothing in the terms of service or the law was required for them to take down the photos. So the big question was, how could they take down the photos without Reddit screaming, "You can't censor me"? The celebrities took action against Reddit, and they started issuing DMCA takedowns for the photos. Bam, bam! Finally, Reddit had their reason to censor the photos. But Reddit didn't have image hosting in 2014, because at the time, users would post a link to Imgur where the photos would be hosted. So the DMCA notices they were sending to Reddit was only removing the link. The photos still existed. It then became a whack-a-mole with the side of a Streisand effect. Reddit mods couldn't keep up. The rules are being broken so fast that only one option was left. And after 1 week of the fastest growing subreddit in history, Reddit had to shut down the Fappening. Catch me if you can. So every celebrity that was hacked had one thing in common: iCloud. And by hacking iCloud, the hacker could almost guarantee they would find the pictures on their phone since it backed up all the photos. And the hack was relatively simple. A script kiddie could do it. Find the celebrity's email using SET, it's a social engineering toolkit. Then send a clone Apple reset password email to the celebrity. Then they would log in with the stolen credentials. Logging in, they could download the entire iCloud database using a tool called Elcomsoft to download messages, files, photos. So Apple teamed up with the FBI,
email body inspector,
and found out that one IP address had been used to access 572 iCloud accounts, a total of 3,263 times. So the agents worked with the ISPs.
Enhance, then forward frame by frame.
It's Emilio Herrera. Raided his house, and they discovered that Emilio was not the only hacker. It was an entire web of these hackers, a darknet of these hackers. Within the years, the FBI arrested 5 hackers and handed them their sentences. So we have Christopher. He's a former high school special education teacher, hacking more than 200 people in addition to his celebrity victims. He also targeted his underage sister-in-law and fellow teachers and students at the school where he used to work at. Christopher got 34 months in prison. Or in the slammer. Then we have Edward, 16 months in the slammer. Then we have Ryan, 18 months in the slammer. Then we have George, 8 months in the slammer. So was this Apple's fault? Not really. They did tighten up security by having two-factor authentication, but this was a phishing attack. It could happen to anyone. And with everyone in prison, let's check in on Jimmy. You know, the Fappening happened because of one man and his greed, Jimmy, putting away his 5 friends in prison. How much money did Jimmy make from his little business opportunity? Jimmy made $120. And to this day, Jimmy has never been caught.
I don't know, man. I was banging 7-gram rocks and finishing them because that's how I roll. I have one speed, I have one gear. Go!